Hey you guys, so I promised you guys I'd have a brand new video out for you guys on Monday, and actually it's technically Sunday night, but I figured I'd start filming it now. I promised that today's review would actually be on Sailor Moon Crystal. Also, actually, first of all, thank you for checking out my first video. I know that a lot of people didn't actually see it, but thank you to Kino Reviews and also the Otaku Mom who definitely reached out to me. And thank you guys for letting me feel so welcome as I am new to YouTube. But let's get on with this review. Um, like everyone else, when it was first announced that a new Sailor Moon series was going to be released, I was super happy. I mean, I watched the show when I was 6 years old, the original Sailor Moon, and I was obsessed with the show. And it's still one of my favorite animes, and it was the first actual anime that I watched. So I, like everyone else, waited for Sailor Moon Crystal to come out. And when it finally did come out, and I was probably less than pleased with the show. I'm just being completely honest. And I know a lot of people are going to say, you were just disappointed in the show because of the fact that, you watched the old one and you're comparing it to that one. In some ways, yes, I did kind of compare it to the old one, but in a lot of ways, I tried to keep them as separate as possible since I knew that Sailor Moon Crystal was more based off the manga than the original Sailor Moon was, which was, based off the manga a little bit, but there were some definite changes. One of the things that I didn't really like about Sailor Moon Crystal is the fact that it focused so much on the love story between Usagi and Momoru. Didn't I liked it? I'm not gonna lie. When the original Sailor Moon was out, I loved the love story between them, but it gradually went into it. Whereas with Crystal, it's like they kind of rushed the entire thing, and it it was just way too much focus on that. So that was one thing I was definitely very disappointed in. The second one I was disappointed in was actually how they portrayed the other scouts. Not that they portrayed them badly, but it was just that they didn't give them a very big introduction in the show. Amy got a little bit of an introduction. Ray definitely did, but when it came to Makoto and Manako, I didn't feel like they got a great introduction to the show. Not only that, but you didn't get to see their different personalities. You didn't see the fight and arguments between Usagi and Ray like you usually did. Even the manga, they definitely had their moments where they argued with each other, but you didn't see that in the show. And that's one of the things that I definitely missed was the characterization of those characters because they are a big part of the show. Not only that, but I also didn't, with the characterization as well, I didn't really like how you couldn't differentiate between the different scouts. One of the main things that I really liked about that show was that if you had a group of girls, every group of girls could kind of see themselves in all the different scouts or see which one they related to the most. Like a lot of people would say, I was always really tall as a kid, so seeing Makoto or Lita, if you watched the original Sailor Moon, really made me feel comfortable with my height and that I could kick butt as a girl. But with the new one with Cinnamon Crystal, you didn't really see a lot of that, considering most of the only character that everyone kind of more related to or saw a lot more of was Usagi and her story and her background. And that was definitely one of the things that I definitely missed. Um, Another thing that I definitely didn't exactly like so much about Cinnamon Crystal was that it was so serious of a show. Now, I like serious shows sometimes, and I definitely like to watch them. But with Sailor Moon, one of the things that everyone loved was the fact that she was so goofy. She fell all the time. She was totally boy crazy, and that was one of the things that I obsessed over and really loved about her because I myself am also very clumsy of a person. I trip over everything, and seeing her trip and fall was, it was amazing. It was really funny, but you didn't get to see that a lot of times. And I also missed the filler episodes that were in filler episodes or just filler in general. And I feel like it was one show that actually could have used some just so that you could use those fillers to get to know more of the other characters or use that filler as a way for it not to be that serious of a show the entire time. That was definitely something that those were definitely things that I didn't like about the show and I was kind of disappointed in it. I know one thing's a lot of people that I know that I work with who's very obsessed with the show or like the show like I did, they didn't like the art style of the show more so. I didn't mind the art that much. I'm not an artistic person myself as far as in the drawing sense, so I didn't really see a lot of things, but it wasn't until someone pointed out that I did start to kind of see the different art styles and not really like it so much. But overall, it that wasn't a big thing for me. I did mostly focus on the characterization and the plot of the actual show itself. That was one of the things that I didn't really like about it and was very disappointed in overall. I though really did love the music in the show. Amazing. I love the opening theme song. I purchased it through iTunes. I totally like listened to it nonstop on my phone all the time, and it even became the ringtone on my phone for a time. I soon got tired of it after a while, but I loved it. Definitely was amazing. Loved the opening theme. Ending theme song didn't really do it that much for me, but hey, it was still very much a great show. I also can't wait for the dub of Crystal to come out so I can actually not have to read it subtitled anymore. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. All you people who don't like dubs of anime, I sincerely apologize. But for me, there are times where I really do like the dubs of shows and times where I don't. But that's a whole nother topic that we'll get into later on, I promise. But overall, that's honestly what I thought of Cinnamon Crystal. Leave your comments down below on what you thought of Cinnamon Crystal. Trust me, I will agree to disagree with someone who thought they absolutely continued really to like it. That absolutely made no sense what I said. But anyway, for those of you guys who did enjoy the show, leave your comments below and let me know why you actually liked it. I might even check it out again just to see your thoughts on it and see where you were actually coming from. Those of you who didn't like it, comment down below on what you didn't like. And I don't mind anyone disagreeing with me. That's what the comments are for. Disagree with me. Let me know what you didn't like. I will definitely join the conversation. I like to communicate with my fellow viewers and my fellow subscribers. But yeah, definitely check it out. Also, if you want a more in-depth view of what I actually thought of the show and what I also did and did not like, check out my blog, animereviewergirl.com. I actually did a review on Cinnamon Crystal after I finished watching it and I wrote it down. So check that out as well. Once again, in the description box, I'm going to leave information on all my social media, so feel free to check them out. My Twitter, my Instagram, and also of course, my blog. Feel free to check them out. I also do have an ask.fm account, so feel free to check that out as well. It's also, I believe, Anime Reviewer Girl, but it might be spelled a little differently, but I'll also leave that in the description box below. Just because I know some people might want to get to know me a little bit better before they start to subscribe, which is perfectly fine. And just let everybody know, I'll also do a few other videos besides just anime reviews. I also do discussion posts just because I like to make my viewers think as well as my readers on my blog. So if any of you guys have checked my blog, you'll see that I don't always post reviews. Sometimes I just post random things that I think people might enjoy. Like, for example, like, what's your least favorite anime? It's like, no, everybody asks what's your favorite, so why not ask what's your least favorite? Kind of want to know why. But I'll probably do things like that, so definitely check that out. And also, I'll probably do other things. I mean, hey, I am a girl, so I'm obsessed with things like makeup and things like that, and just general, stuff. But my first love and my first, best hobby or the hobby I like the most is anime, so I am going to do majority of that. But subscribe, check out all my other social media sites and once again my blog. But thank you for watching this, and I honestly want to say thank you again to Kino Reviews and also the Otaku Mom for giving me a few shout outs and liking my things and watching my videos. Yeah, but thanks, and I will actually have another review probably out on Friday since that's my next day off, and I'll probably record it as well on probably a Thursday. But I have it on Friday, and it's actually going to be on the new Dragon Ball Z movie, Resurrection of F, which was amazing. So just as a little bit of a hint on how excited I am about that one. So yeah, check it out, and I'll see you guys Friday. Bye.